You know what you came here for. Sit back and tune in for Aisha Talor. Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your girl, Aisha Talor. So this video is honestly not something I thought I would have to do or that I would do, but I was in the store the other day. I don't remember what store. I think it was Target. And I was rocking my Twash and Go. If I remember what video it was for, I'll link it above, but I don't remember. And so someone was like, oh my God, how do you get your hair so curly? And in my mind, and in my rude Capricorn self, I almost responded, my hair is just curly. It's just like that. Like, you know what I mean? But then I had to realize, girl, you didn't always know how to make your hair curly, or defined, I should say. Let me not say make your hair curly, because my hair's always been curly. I didn't always know how to make my hair defined. So me and her just got to chatting and chitting. And she basically made me realize that some of us need to go back to the basics and kind of teach people how to do X, Y, and Z. In this case, how to define your curls, your natural curls, and so on and so forth. So I'm doing this video for you, girl. So back to the basics. How to define your naturally curly hair. This is not for those people that have damage or straight hair to make your hair curly. That's not what this video is about. No, I can't help you there. This is for those that have a curl pattern, no matter what type it is. I know some of us don't go by the typing system, which is totally fine. With a type of S or Z type of pattern, curl pattern, I'm talking to y'all. I honestly feel like my curl pattern comes out the most after a successful wash day. So that's kind of how I'm gonna go about this video, is just highlighting the steps. It's not more so products, I would say. I'm not gonna be like, use me, use this, do da-da-da. I'm not gonna tell you that, because that's not the point of this video. I will reference for you to watch my favorite deep conditioners and favorite leave-in conditioners and stuff like that, but it's more so technique, I will say, for the most part. So what I was just alluding to, which I'm not gonna get into in this video, is porosity does matter with defining your curl pattern and the steps that's needed. I'm low porosity. I can only speak to low porosity girls and gents. So if you're high porosity, medium porosity, sorry, I can't really help you. Maybe try some of these tips and see if they work, but I'm not really catering to y'all. So, all right, so first step in making sure your hair is defined from the get is shampooing your hair. Again, I'm low porosity. I have to shampoo at least once a week, once every other 2 weeks if I'm pushing it and being lazy. But I have to shampoo with a sulfate-free shampoo, or sometimes a double cleanse, a clay wash. So this is the only time I'll reference a product, maybe. But I really love my Chocolate Kinks and Curls clay wash. I mention it all the time on my channel. I've seen a huge dramatic shift once I changed from conventional shampoos to using clay washes. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like really like penetrating my strands better, while as a shampoo is you just get into your roots, but a clay wash is like throughout your whole strands. Maybe that's just clumping my curls better. It's detoxing my hair more effectively. I will say, like, after I've been using clay washes, my hair has been totally different. So I recommend doing that. Another thing, obviously, I feel like I'm gonna be saying things we already know, but again, we don't know. Deep condition. So I deep condition after every wash day. If I don't think I have time to deep condition, I don't wash my hair. It just doesn't make sense for me. So I always deep condition. I pay attention to whether or not I need protein or moisture, or something with both. There are a couple products that have a good moisture protein balance, and I have mentioned that before in my favorites video, so you can check that out. A deep conditioner really helps with providing you moisture to get your curls popping. And I prefer applying my deep conditioner outside of the shower, only because, one, it saves water, because water ain't cheap, and inflation, okay? But also it allows me to really apply the deep conditioner to every single strand of my hair, every single section. I feel like when we're in the shower, we're trying to hurry up, right? And we're just slapping it in 4 sections and calling it a day. What about inside the sections? What about each strand, right? So I like to do it that way, and I find that when I do this outside of the shower, I detangle better. I get rid of the shed hair better. I can see what parts of my hair needs more moisture, more whatever. And then I also have been steaming my hair. So you don't need to really buy a big old steamer if you don't got the money for it. You don't got the coins, you don't got to. I have a little portable hooded steamer that I use. I will link it down below. It's called Afro Steam Cap, I believe. Super bomb. I like that. Or you can go underneath the hood and dryer. That works just as well. Or back in the day, I also just used a little heat cap that you pop in the microwave and you steam. You kind of let your body heat do its thing. You can do that as well. The whole point I'm trying to say is that you need to be deep conditioning with heat, with some sort of added agent, so to speak, to kind of help penetrate that deep conditioner into your hair strand. Along with that, I sometimes do this, I sometimes don't, just because depending on how my day is going. But a leave-in conditioner. I know some of us skip leave-in conditioners. That's up to you. Again, I'm speaking to low porosity girls, but I never skip a leave-in conditioner unless it's a very moisturizing product that I'm going to use. But always a leave-in conditioner. If I don't apply the leave-in conditioner in the shower, which is better because again, steam in the shower, right? It's kind of penetrating that leave-in conditioner. If I don't do it inside the shower, I apply it outside the shower and put back on that steam cap or a plastic cap to let it marinate a little bit. On my channel, I always say, I'm marinating my leave-in conditioner. I'm marinating my leave-in conditioner. Hold on, let's trap this moisture real fast. You gotta do it real quick. That's what I do. I really make sure that moisture is in my hair to make sure my curls remain popping from shampoo all the way to style. When I didn't do this, I used to let my hair air dry a little bit, then it would get frizzy. That's lack of definition, right? For me, when my hair is dry, that's when it's most frizzy. So like, this is an old wash and go. It was a battle of two products. And you can tell right here is frizzy because it's a little dry. It's a little dry, okay? So when your hair is frizzy or lack of definition, it's just dry. So you need to make sure it's moisturized constantly for your curls to be at its most poppage, is what I call it. All right, so along with the leave-in conditioner, depending on how you want to have your curls pop, I'm going to just talk about wash and goes because that's what I'm assuming your natural curls to pop is wash and goes. A twist out is not your natural curls. That's a whole different type of thing. I think I do have a video on how to do a twist out, a bomb twist out to, you know, yeah. Make sure you're using a really good defining cream or gel that's not super drying. So if you use something that has tons of alcohols in it or tons of protein in it or something, it's not going to give you that moisture, right? Remember the word moisture, to get your curls popping. So for me, I have, again, I'm gonna refer to this again, my favorite videos for defining creams and gels. I'll send you that. I'm also going to be filming today, actually, my favorite gels for wash and goes for the summer. So stay tuned for that. If it's not out already, if it is, you know what's going to be up there, down there. Make sure it's very defining. Everybody has a different product that defines their hair. I'm not going to tell you which ones, really. Again, you can reference those videos, but I need you to really find something that works for you, that's moisturizing, not super drying, and defines your natural curls to the most bomb level ever, okay? Not every product is gonna do that. You gotta find that for yourself. Now for me, this may not work for everybody, but this technique works for me. When I do my wash and goes, and if you ever watch any of my videos, I do not use a styling tool. The only time I actually use a comb or a wide tooth comb or a brush is during my detangling of my deep conditioner phase. That is it. Other than that, you will never see me use a comb or a brush nowadays for my leave-in conditioner or anything. After deep conditioning, I do not use a styling tool because it disturbs my curls, right? So I kind of freeze my curls in place with a comb and a brush. With deep conditioning, wash it out, my curls are popping, I do not use a brush or comb. So what I'm about to say, when you're using your defining cream or defining gel, I don't use a brush. I know a lot of people use a Denman brush to, you know, make sure the hair is really smooth or whatever. It depends on your hair texture. I will say that. For me, 3C, 3B, I don't need to do that. I find that if I do that, my hair is just frizzy. So experiment with just doing a couple of different mixtures of smoothing, the prayer method, which is just like, I'm not about to disturb my curls, child. I have videos where I do it. It's smoothing method, praying hands, raking, and shingling. Practice doing a couple of those methods and see if that works better for you as opposed to using a styling tool, because honestly for me it just makes my hair frizzy and lacks definition. Okay, this is another one that you have to experiment for yourself. After I moved states, I used to be in Massachusetts where it was cooler. Air drying, I don't know why air drying was better for me then, but once I moved to Georgia, air drying, I can air dry faster, but for some reason it just zaps all the moisture in my hair. I don't know. So I've been locking in my styles with going underneath the dryer. Doing that obviously freezes your curls in place, right? It also, you can also diffuse too. You don't have to get a hair to dry, but I will leave the one that I have down in the description bar for you if you're interested. But it freezes my curls in place. It allows my styles to last longer as well. So air drying for me just dries my hair flat too, which I don't like. So if you have a problem with air drying and your hair just like is flat, it's not as defined, it gets poofy, try diffusing or going underneath the dryer to kind of lock those curls in place and be rocking the way that it's supposed to look. All right, the last thing that's super important is your sleeping technique, right? We can do all this on wash day. Your first day looks bomb, and then you're like, how do I go to sleep with this? Again, this will vary depending on your density and your length and your curl pattern, but find what works for you. For me, it changes every night depending on how I want my hair to lay, but I can do like 2 little loose puffs and then a satin scarf and then my bonnet on top. Or I can kind of just gather all my hair, kind of like a loose pineapple in a scarf and then a bonnet. If I'm super lazy, just bonnet that thing. I don't recommend that though. Preserving your curls is super important and making sure it lasts longer than a day or two. Another thing that I did not mention is that water is key, both intake wise and applying it to your hair wise. If you're not drinking enough water, I feel like I'm saying something that's super obvious, but if you're not drinking enough water, your hair is going to be dry and your curls are not going to be popping. And then if you're not applying enough water to your hair is like a tree, then your curls aren't going to be popping. So again, today I just kind of try to rezhuzh this old wash and go, and I applied water and my hair immediately went like it literally just drank up the moisture. And so water is super important. For me, it's warm water, again, low porosity, but you can experiment with what type of water you like. Cold water, don't recommend for low porosity, don't even try it. So, I hope this kind of makes sense. Again, I did not mention products. I didn't mention the name of products only once. But if you want to check out my favorite products or things that I use particularly for my hair to make it curly or to make it defined, then you can check those out. I'll leave it in the description bar for you guys. But I want you to know that it's mostly about technique and your wash day. Your wash day kind of just like is the foundation for how your hair is. And my most important, if you want to take away just 2 things from this video, is to shampoo or clay wash your hair and deep condition with steam. Those are the 2 things that I say has really changed the game for me. If you look at my older videos to now, my hair is a lot different because of those 2 things specifically. And then the rest follow, technique and raking and all that stuff. So that was a lot. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give me a big old thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, and if you're not part of the fam, I want you to hit that subscribe button as well. It really helps me out because I want to be helping people. Like, meet me in Target and be like, sis, make this video. And I got you. That's what I'm doing. So hit that subscribe button and let me know your thoughts down below. Was any of these helpful? Did I miss any steps? Sharing is caring, right? All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.